All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more Armored Core 6 today. I think we were near the end of Chapter 3 last we played. So probably getting into Chapter 4? Maybe. No promises. We'll see how it goes. That's about it. Just back on the Armored Core grind. Oh god, Chapter 4 means that I'm gonna have to make a new build too. I can do that. I still got options. I still got builds that I wanted to do that I haven't done. We got time. Anyway, hold on just a second while I open it up and everything. Yeah, no stream yesterday just because my voice was dying. It hurt so bad, and it didn't sound right, and it was not happening yesterday. Talking was not in the equation. Because I've got, oh no, that's the chat, shit. There we go. I had that vocal hemorrhage. What? Almost 4 years back, but it never quite healed right. So my voice just, if I put too much strain on it, it just kind of gives. It just kind of goes out. My core is armored.
I just want to stick my finger in there. It's flat.
Who's Flap? Oh my god. I got another can of that sherbet slush Celsius, and that's crazy. Just again, I last had it on an Ace Combat stream, but I was freaking out when I tried the flavor because it tastes exactly like drinking a slushie. That's crazy how much that tastes like a slushie.
LOL, TF is this.
TF is this. Thank you, Hazriel, for for renewing your membership. Renewing. I don't know why it says for 1 month. I guess it's for 1 full month going into 2. But I'm used to Twitch where that would just say 2 months. Because it's the 2nd month. What was I? Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, why do I have 3 OST chips? And it's because I wanted 4 for the direct hit damage. Okay. Yeah. What was I calling this thing? Did I save it yet? Oh, that's right. Oh, I made so many adjustments since I last saved it. There we go. The chocolate barrage. Oh, I was at a decision point. I renewed it. Yeah, you've got the... What's it? My membership tab says 0 days left. You do have the 2-month badge now? So I think so. I don't know. Hold on a second. I know that for the first 2 endings, the only thing that matters is in Chapter 5. But I just want to, I guess, play into it the best I can. So it seems like if I wanted to go like fully lean into ending 1, I want to eliminate the enforcement squads. I don't know if it really matters that much. I'm just trying to
621.
lean into it as hard as possible, I guess.
Check the briefing.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven. This military operation is approved by Balaam HQ.
Damn right.
Liberation Front took action regarding the Arquebus-controlled wall. Ultimately, both parties were suppressed by the Planetary Closure Administration. Their loss is our gain. There won't be a better opportunity for Balaam to steal the show. We want you to head to the combat zone and eliminate the enforcement squads deployed by the PCA.
Mm-hmm.
Be aware that their forces include a new type of craft, the HC. That's why we've chosen you.
It'll be fine.
Balaam's counting on you, Gun 13. Happy hunting.
I've fallen back into the PC building rabbit hole, even though I won't have the money for one anytime soon. Hey, it's just extra research.
Seems
That's
Balaam
all.
can't let go of their failure to
It's
climb
got-
the wall. That's fine. We'll make it work for us.
Look, okay, I have seen the Daima finale as well. And I will say, it was good, but I was really thinking we were building towards something a little more.
Commence mission.
I still don't want to spoil Daima stuff because it's still so new. So I will leave it at that. It was a good finale, but I had my hopes set a little higher after the last few episodes. Daima was great though, and it's probably not like done. It seems like this is almost like a, you know, season 1 is finished, but there's plans to make more of it, sort of thing, based on the finale.
Target for termination sighting.
Which I would take. I would take more Daima, certainly. Oh my god. This thing is awesome.
This area's all clear.
2 components off, having my whole build planned. Yeah, research,
Getting
right?
readings from inside the wall.
Research. PoE stream is back soon, right? Probably. Although, I was also thinking, like, do we still want to do PoE 2, or do we maybe want to wait until, like, economy reset or 1.0 or something like that at this point?
Code 1-5. Target has reached the facility.
And maybe do other ARPG stuff,
All units. External comms have been compromised.
potentially?
Respond
This
with
is
available
definitely
forces.
not me
Time to activate the HC.
having the urge to go back and see if Diablo 4 is as good as people are saying it is right now. Because there have been many whispers over the last, like, couple months of people being like, Diablo 4 is in a really good spot right now. It's just that no one's playing it because everyone left after the shit show of Season 1. Which, understandable. I left during the shit show of Season 1.
Moving to terminate.
But apparently it's really fucking good right now, and I'm curious a little bit. Propaganda. I'm questioning it,
Stay sharp.
but they definitely have my curiosity. Is all I'm saying.
That comms interface
Just let
must be
the
work
chain guns do their
center.
job.
Coexist for a human safe. Violate the law and you'll pay the price.
Hit him with another. Bam.
You've made us
I almost died.
Merc.
This weakened system.
Can't stop the chocolate barrage, man. I haven't touched it since Season 1. I touched it for like 2 hours when Season 3 came out.
Nothing
And I had a very fun 2 hours, but I was busy with other stuff. So I just couldn't really, like, play a whole character again at that point. But I did have fun with the couple hours. It felt better in the early game playing Druid, which was a big plus compared to the game, like, at Season 0, Season 1. Early game Druid didn't feel like ass for the couple hours I played, so that was fun, because we all know Druid is the best class in the game. Absolutely. No debates.
I'm a busy man, far too busy for the likes of you. So I hear. Must be a tough time to be the Vesper's deputy commander. Get to the point. The plan to raid the PCA. You're going to need more pawns on the board. Of course. You're here to hawk your services again. Very well. I'll consider that mutt of yours part of the effort. One more thing. Show my hound some respect. Gen 4 is as good a pedigree as any other.
I've been thinking about playing through D2 Resurrected again. I don't even own D2 Resurrected, chat. I just have Diablo 2. I never bought the remaster. It looked good. I didn't buy it.
New message.
Someday I definitely will.
Gun 13 Raven. That was a beautiful massacre at the wall. You're a survivor, no doubt. Let me give you some advice. Don't settle for being
What
an
if we
independent.
played Diablo 1?
Join the Red Guns. Have
What
a
if we went
career.
crazy, went
Climb the
old school?
ranks. Keep that unlucky number,
I'm just saying.
and eventually the curse will get you too. That's all. Don't forget what I said about putting you to work.
Part shop update. I don't want to plan too much because I'm finishing up Armored Core 6. This finishing the Armored Core 100%, and then I'll have time for new plans. You can break your whole inventory of weapons trying to kill one skeleton boss. I really like Diablo 1, but it's one of those games that is very tough to get to grips with, and not in like a, oh, this is just the lamb set. The lamb set is available. I didn't even realize that this normally, like, back when I played AC6, there wasn't a part update there. That's the lamb set, and then the little, I forget that those launchers, correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be misremembering, but these were added with the lamb set, right? These were some of the new weapons. These pulse missile launchers, the handheld ones. These came with the lamb set, right? Yes, okay, I thought so. Yeah, okay, that shop update was never there before. You just get some of the new stuff mid-chapter 3, I guess. Oh man, this is... Okay. Chat, how do we feel about this take? This might be the best mission in the game. Opinions? Thoughts? Attack the old spaceport might be the best mission. For me, at least. This might be my favorite AC6 mission. Nah, come on.
Hey there, buddy. Got a request from Archibus for you. Here's the briefing from my CO, who came up with the plan. This is V2 Snail. I shall brief you on the operation. You will be under my direct authority. Consider it a rare privilege. We will conduct simultaneous surprise raids on 2 planetary closure administration bases. One is the Hall of Communications base, the relay for comms between enemy squads. The second is the former Bertram spaceport, seized by the PCA for its suppression fleet. V4 Rusty will be dispatched to handle the Harlov base. His objective will be to disable their network and prevent support from PC elite squads. Raven, during this time you must destroy all the heavy warships berthed at the spaceport. Solid plan, but there's a catch. Disruption of PCA comms won't last long. I'll come support you when I finish on my end.
Okay. No, I did not see the meeting with Zelensky. I'm not shocked if it got a little hairy. That was this morning, right?
succeeds, the corporations will
Because
take
I mean,
TC
I said it
major
like
blow.
what, a
Ignore
week or so ago,
vetoes,
whenever it was,
attitude.
give or
Just
take.
focus on your own work.
Trump blaming Ukraine for the war was one of the craziest fucking things he has done in the last couple months. Like, I don't know what he was on with that one.
Main system activating combat mode.
That to me was just lunacy.
Commence mission. Destroy all the berth's warships.
Code 1-5. Intruder detected. Sharing all base personnel. Commencing
Oh,
threat
yeah.
evaluation.
The destruction with the Gatling guns.
I'm on standby near Harlow.
Missed one though. Oh, I missed a couple small ones.
I'll gauge the situation on your end before I jump in.
Code 5. Target for termination confirmed.
That's why he was blaming him. Well, yeah, but he also said things like they should have just given them the land. This never had to happen. So he might have had some point behind it, but like his delivery on it was so terrible.
Target for termination approaching warship.
Estimated threat range 3 to 4. Contain the target.
It's no one's fault but Russia's. Yeah, genuinely. I feel like if you think that it's anyone's fault other than Putin / Russia, you're delusional. Like, there's just no way that you can sidestep that.
Code 5. Target confirmed. Moving to intercept.
External comms are out. What's going on?
Man, this mission with dual GATs is something else.
Looks like you're doing just fine, buddy. I'm keeping them busy, but they're working fast. Don't expect the comms blackout to hold for long.
Just one more way
He didn't thank the US for the billions he received. Damn.
Code 5. Intruder detected. Threat level 4. Handle it.
Oh, one of my Zims is out still? Whoops. God, the LCs just go down now. Did they... like... The skill progression, just in general, like for the player base as a whole, I feel like we all experienced this with AC6, is crazy. From like launch to now, I remember the LCs and stuff kicking my ass when the game came out. Especially the one on the last mission.
Looks like you got the all system.
I got stuck on that for like at least a few tries.
You there, buddy? Bad news. PCA's external comms are back online.
Is that
They've
everything
got
for now?
warships heading your way. Hold out till I reach you. There's the catch. Resupply while you can.
You should see the movement text now. I just remember getting my ass kicked by like stuff that every time I pick the game back up and play now, I just breeze through without even like using, well, last mission against the LC, I did use one repair kit. But like here, I took like 3k damage during that whole run, fighting enemies that used to kick my ass back at launch.
Target for termination approaching.
It's just really one of those games that like, it's really difficult at first, but then once you get the mechanics down, you've got it. Like you can go crazy once you've got the general mechanics and systems figured out. that like every mainline AC? It definitely is. I feel like 6 has one of the, I guess, the strongest cases of it, though. But it definitely is every AC game, because, like, the Gen 1 games kicked my ass when I was new, like, doing the review videos, but we all saw how that stuff went when I went back to it, right? Like, at the start of the 100% series, I cleared all of Gen 1 in, like, I think 7 or 8 days at the start of this series. I love this mission. Hold on, peak incoming.
Target for termination site. Time to pay the piper.
Looks like we've got high-ranking PCA officers. Sorry to keep you waiting. I've got your back, buddy. Hope you've got mine.
Are you playing so hard to get, baby boy? I'm not. I'm playing Mass Effect.
That one might need to get turned up. I should probably start taking note of the ones that do need to get turned up. That one was one of my personal picks. I went and sourced that one by hand. But it's so quiet, and with everything happening, I don't know how audible it was on stream.
Code 7 received. System processing.
Yeah, this build is crazy. This build is crazy.
Confirmed. PCA craft destroyed.
Double GAT is too strong. Who needs finesse when you have material superiority? It's true. Who needs to learn the movement when you could just bring out superior firepower?
There's something there.
Big chicken legs and superior firepower. That's all you need. And I guess the right generator and stuff, but
It's underground.
you know, it's really, the generator is not what's making this so crazy.
What? What is that thing?
It's just giving it that final little push it needs right at the end.
Is that another PCA weapon?
This call response. There's no pilot. It's an autonomous seaway.
I can't get a read on it. This is bad. Just focus on staying alive, 621.
Oh. Well, I'm at the edge of the map.
Wait, something's wrong.
This game's lighting
Changing its behavior
is always on point.
answering to a greater imperative.
I think I'm realizing that that's why it always looks so good when you see like your own AC in cutscenes and stuff. They nail the lighting like the entire way through this game.
Convergence.
Looks like the PCA's helped itself to the Institute's relics. 621, rest up at base. I'll come up with a plan to deal with our new friend.
Okay. That's true. Just FromSoft's art and cinematography in general. Like, across all their games. Although, Elden Ring, specifically with the lighting, and I know I criticize Elden Ring a lot, as I should. Elden Ring's lighting can be a little rough in a lot of places.
IA-02, aka Iceworm. It's a sea weapon, an autonomous deterrent created to protect the coral. If we don't take it out, no one's going to reach the convergence.
Command note murky.
We'll have a tough fight ahead of us, and everyone's getting involved. 621. Don't forget we've got a job to do on Rubicon.
Of course.
I didn't bring you all the way here for nothing.
You got the rare triple S pull. Real false uwu. You got it. That's the first time it's actually played on stream.
3 new messages.
What the fuck?
Heard the news, tourist. Iceworm, huh? You just keep tripping up over the Institute's relics, don't you? Well, I got something that might interest you. Sent you a briefing.
This is V8, Pater. Your performance in the spaceport raid was admirable. V2 and V4 left a message for you. But the arrival of that monster is a more pressing matter. Arquebus and Balaam have agreed to a ceasefire and are looking to cooperate, for the moment. It'll take time to formalize our agreement. For now, I've sent you another request.
Oh, another request.
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated.
Oh.
B-rank virtual encounters are now available in the arena.
Let's go.
You have entered the upper ranks. May these encounters further guide your technique.
It would have been sick if you were able to kill the Iceworm with the needle launchers at the end of that mission in New Game Plus, and skip the boss battle later. That would have been kind of cool. FromSoft, write that down. Next AC game, shit like that. Come on. Okay. Arena B ranks. How many B rank fighters or pilots? Pilots. There's 5. There are 5. I can do 5. Oops. V8 O'Keefe. 3rd squad leader of the Vespers, the Arquebus Group's augmented human squad. O'Keefe is originally a member of an older generation of augmented humans, and during the Island 4 disturbance, he worked as an agent carrying out espionage activities. He was later headhunted by Arquebus's information department, and agreed to sign up on the condition that they provided him with Generation 9 augmentation surgery to counteract the coral burn-in on his brain. Came back earlier. Oh, earlier than intended, you mean. To say that the other destiny that exists in my city strikes again. I went to Chipotle for a cute little quesadilla and they gave me the wrong order. This bitch ordered so much food. Did I go back and correct them? No, I'm a pussy. I mean, hey. You're saying she got a lot of food? Also, I bet you that they're in a city as large as the one that you are in. I hate to break it to you. There's probably more than 2 destinies in that city.
Call sign, V3 O'Keefe.
The other destiny's gonna be so upset. Hey, that's a win for you, though. Free food, we take those.
Activating combat mode.
Whoa.
spamming the movement too much. Did someone say the door to darkness?
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
It's on like an 8-minute cooldown. Yeah, yeah. All the sound redeems are like 8 minutes, something like that. Because there are a lot of them now, and I kept them cheap. We can have long cooldowns, or I guess longer cooldowns. Or I can make them more expensive points-wise. Those are kind of the only options to prevent just constant sound redeem spam. Are you gonna run a wheelchair eventually? Maybe. Twitch and YouTube have separate cooldowns, just saying. This is true. And also, if you watch on both, granted that's a desktop user thing for the most part, but if you watch on both, you do earn points on both. So I'm just saying. Anyway, Cinder Carla, the ringleader of RAD and its chief engineer, responsible for the basic specifications of all of the organization's products. A specialist in data processing and machine design, and a fount of knowledge with an imaginative genius, Cinder Carla has produced a long line of eccentric and fanciful weaponry, quite unlike those found in a corporate catalog. Her stated design philosophy: what use is a killing machine that can't get a good laugh? Oh, okay, hold on. Actually, real quick, the direct hit enhancement. There we go. Since we're getting chips again. I want double missiles, double earshot wheelchair. No, that's so disgusting.
Arena combat aptitude evaluation.
Which final
program.
level do you think
Number
is the
11.
hardest? Like in the
What is
series?
this?
Armored Core 1 is up there.
Kinda creepy to go around ranking strangers, don't you think?
Verdict Day is up there.
I'm busy, but you can have this old data.
Oh, just in 6?
Main system.
The All Mind one.
Mode.
But I don't think any of them in 6 are all that bad. Oh, I missed. Ow. So many missiles. I can't tell. I think it was DS that I saw earlier said this build is so much fun to watch. I can't tell if that was sarcasm or not. Okay, that was clean. Alright,
Nice.
Azriel, we'll see you around.
Don't know about the sim.
It appears the data contained an unauthorized message. We apologize. Terminating evaluation. Another Ages 9-ball Seraph is something else. I think I did another Ages Seraph in like 2 or 3 tries. So I don't think that one was so bad, to be honest. But maybe I just got lucky. I think we were using AC Pinky for that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But all of the Another Age, like final, you know, post-credits bosses, I kind of breezed through them. After hearing so much hype around them and like how hard they were, none of them were that difficult. Definitely harder than MOAs. It probably was, because Master of Arenas also, it felt so hard to me the first time I played through Gen 1. But going back to replay Gen 1, it was not that bad. Cold Call. An independent mercenary who bargained his way into an effortless entry to Rubicon, having anticipated the extraplanetary corporation's forays well before they made their move. A specialist in corporate wet work, Cold Call removes undesirable elements on the behalf of those who do not wish to be seen getting their hands dirty. Quick to identify a fellow assassin, he claims that you can smell a real killer right through their AC. What if you don't finish the arena? Will Air get her AC? Yes.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program. Number 10. Rank B. Subject AC. Dead Sled. Call sign. Cold Call.
It's got a nice design. I like it.
Commencing evaluation.
Felt easier because I was fully upgraded and had gained so much experience beating the story a few times already. That's true. Like, none of them were that bad, but definitely out of the three, I think I struggled more with All Mine than the other two. Although, I don't know. I did the air fight on my first playthrough, like my blind playthrough back at launch. I did the air ending. And that one I remember being kind of tricky as well. I think the only one that I have never really struggled with was Walter's. Damn. We got cooked.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
People gas up the difficulty. If it was downplayed more, you might have a different opinion. I don't know. But definitely in the early gen games, there were a lot of those that like got really hyped up as being super difficult. And then I just like did it in anywhere between like 1 to 3 attempts. Like all of the Another Age post-game bosses. And then, who's the guy in AC2? The, like, post-game arena? Is it Matthias? Matthias? However you say it. Is that AC2's, like, big post-game fight in the arena? Am I remembering that right? I know that's one of them. Is it AC2? That's Matthias? Yeah, I think I first tried him. Like, I pretty distinctly remember doing him first try on stream. And then just being like, oh, that was it? Because I had gotten so many comments over time about how hard he was. I'm trying to remember. There was the one from AC3 as well. I can't remember his name. But everyone was like, oh my god, this one guy, like the post-game arena guy, is so much harder than Ace. And I did him in like 1 or 2 tries. While Ace still gave me a run for my money for like 30 minutes straight, even going back for the 100% streams. There were just a lot in those early gen games that like those fights got really hyped up and then they did not take me very long at all. Like, really not much longer than just your average, like, late game fight. Exile. Yes. That was his name. Yeah, he was way easier than Ace for me. And that's even after he was being compared to my second time fighting Ace rather than my first time. Anyway. V4 Rusty. Do I even need to read it? We all know Rusty, right? I'll read it anyway. 4th Squad... Shit. I'm not supposed to clear my throat either when it's bad. 4th Squad Leader of the Vespers, the Arquebus Group's augmented human squad. Discovered through the recruitment program operated by Schneider, an Arquebus affiliate, Rusty has so quickly distinguished himself that he was selected to join the upper echelons of Vespers in less than half a year. Rusty received augmentation surgery prior to joining the Vespers, and though the precise details are unclear, he has declared himself to be of the 8th generation. I accidentally first tried Exile. Yeah, I didn't think he was that bad compared to Ace. The only thing hard about old gen is when it blatantly cheats. That's true.
Number 9, rank B.
Because that's the thing, old gen does blatantly cheat a lot. Which is why I'm kind of in the camp Like, honestly, as of right now, today, I could go either way. I wouldn't say I'm strongly on one side or the other of the big human plus debate. But I'm fairly on the side of, like, yeah, human plus just gives you the same hacks that all of the late game enemies get to use anyway, so it's not really like it's cheating. It's more just actually making it like a fight against your equals, right? Because in old gen AC games, it is like you're fighting against your equals when you're fighting ACs until you get to like the last third of the game. And then they all just get random bullshit that you don't get. That kick did so much damage. That did so much damage.
Target destroyed.
Oh my god.
Including evaluation. Well done.
Oh yeah, and even then, sometimes you don't get fully caught up to where they're at. Like 9 Ball's pulse rifle in AC1. Where even with like maxed out human plus, you just don't get that. You just don't. There we go. Max out the direct hit tuning. And now we're really gonna be cooking. I might get the access speed upgraded just for quality of life. I don't know. Because the damage mitigation is great, but I don't think I need it immediately. Same with like the repair kit optimization. I don't think I need this either. So I could probably just wait and get some quality of life stuff first, to be honest. What build did you use for Another Age's Seraph? I have to go look. I go to, it's time, boys. We're pulling up the Chole VODs. I know that Another Age is on Chole VODs. So I can just go and look. Is this gonna be Beard Chole? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, that's Beard Chole. All right, certainly. All right, hold on. I went to this great YouTube channel. Here, let me show before I full screen it and everything. Check this out. If you didn't know, Chole VODs, the new VOD archive, moving everything over there. It's disappearing from the main channel. You should be there. If you're not, oh here, let me turn off my current camera so that you can see Beard Chole in all his glory. All right, this was the finale of Another Age, this stream. So where is... Oh, I'm on Steam now. I was leaving. Yeah, okay, I did use AC Pinky. This is the Seraph fight. I knew I used AC Pinky. It was just a reverse joint with a Karasawa and some missiles. And an overboost core. I remember using the overboost quite a bit to maneuver during this. And he really wasn't that bad for me. I didn't struggle too much with the 9-Ball Seraph in Another Age. Granted, I was using the Karasawa, but still. Oh wait, did I turn my camera back? My bad. Hold on, forgot to turn the camera back on. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. This Human Plus? I did have Human Plus, yes. And also, we had 100%ed AC2 beforehand. Because this was at the time that everyone was telling me when I wasn't carrying the save files over for the review... Sorry, hiccup. For the review series. And I was starting fresh with every game. Everyone in the comments was like, bro, one of the best things about this series is carrying over the save files and like using your builds across all the games. Why aren't you doing this? You should be doing this. And so for the 100% streams I did, through, I think I stopped in Gen 3.5. I was carrying over the save files in like gens 1, 2, and 3, and then I found that it just totally ruins the balance of the games. Like, so much. Just eviscerates the balance if you start out already having like 80% of the parts acquired from 100%ing the last game. You just get everything. And then also in Gen 1, and I think on Gen 2 as well, I didn't carry over my save on Verdict Day. We started fresh. I think on Gen 2 as well, when you 100% Armored Core 2, I actually don't know this for certain. So I'll just go back to, I know for a fact that in Gen 1, when you reach 100% completion, one of the bonuses it gives you is that your AC can be overweight with no downsides. Like, you can put as much shit on the lightest legs that you want, and you will have no movement penalties or anything. You'll be totally fine, like, completely A-okay, do whatever you want. I think that's also in Gen 2, just stuff like that, that if you are going through and completing everything, just totally breaks the games if you're carrying over your save file. It was a disaster. So starting in Gen 3.5, I was like, no, I don't want to carry my saves over anymore. It's not very fun. It is on Gen 2, thank you. Anyway, Honest Brute, leader of the Junker Coyotes, a major dozer force. Brute was originally hired by RAD. His smooth talking, affable nature quickly caught the attention of Carla, who found him quite unlike the average dozer. When it was discovered that the man was a psychopath and a pathological liar, he fled, taking a considerable amount of RAD's funds and technology with him, a loss that was too great for Carla to tolerate. Oh, but Gen 2 does not carry over the overweight from 2 to another age. Ah.
Arena
Okay.
Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program, number 8. Rank
Yeah,
B.
that's the thing.
Final
Like, for
evaluation.
me, I love starting up a fresh AC game and slowly
Subject AC.
pulling the parts
Note.
together
Call
to
sign,
make my AC
Honest
not feel
Brute.
like shit. Like, just kind of building up one part at a time,
Commencing
like
evaluation.
incrementally, and having it get slowly better in the early game.
Activating
That's like the best part of starting up a new playthrough in Armored Core for me. So, you know, I gave it a solid try. I carried the save files for 3 generations and then just said, nah, this isn't for me. And stopped doing it. Can't chainsaw me.
Target destroyed.
Silent line.
This concludes B rank evaluation.
What about it?
Well
Did I stop carrying in Silent Line? Was that the first game where I was like, no, I'm starting over? Slow, quick, slow. Quick, 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 slow. Oh, Perma asked which one has taken the longest. Was it Silent Line or was it AC5? I think it might have been AC5.
Congratulations. You have surpassed rank B.
I think 5 took longer
It is
than
a great
Silent
honor
Line.
To witness your evolution as a mercenary. All
I'm not
might exists
100%
for all
though.
mercenaries.
I don't know that for certain, but I think it did. Which makes sense, because 5 also has, like, 90-some missions. And then those challenges that are just the worst. The subquests in AC5 are so bad. Getting the little quality of life thing, I want it. There was that one mission in AC5. You all remember it? Well, I forgot about the logs, dude. Do I do those now, you think? Do I just catch up? Oh, fuck. I forgot about the logs. Shameful. Shameful. How could I have forgotten the combat logs? I just forgot to even look, man. Do I grab those now? I think it's worth it to grab them now, because I did for this one. Yeah. Yeah, we'll fix those mistakes. Spaceport has 3. Yeah.
Their failure to climb the wall.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
That's fine. We'll make it work for us.
Another Age has a whole load of missions too. I think that one took me the longest. Another Age does have a ton of missions, but Another Age, like, all you have to do is just complete them once and maybe get the hidden parts. Like, if you missed it on the first go, you just go back and play it a second time, get the hidden part. Silent Line had all those, like, random little, you know, complete the mission with this very specific condition met in order to get this hidden part. And then Silent Line, you also had to S rank everything. Where exactly am I going? Oh, there's an AC way over here. I don't think the combat logs are part of 100%. They are, because you can't get all the parts without getting all the combat logs. This is a weird one. I only completed it any %. Yeah, and then AC5 is like the extreme of that. Because AC5 is basically the same shit. Oh, there you are. Because AC5 is like Silent Lines 100% with like S ranks and weird challenges and stuff. But then AC5's challenges will be like complete this 20-minute long story mission while taking less than 5,000 AP of damage. So like you have to learn to nearly no damage AC5. Which might not sound so bad, but man, is it bad. There was one mission, one subquest even, on one mission that took me like 2.5 full streams to get it. There's a data log over there. God damn it, data log. But yeah, there was one that was like take less than 5k damage. Which also, if you haven't played Gen 5, the AP numbers in that gen are just so much higher than everything else. Like, my typical build in Gen 5 has a max of 40k AP, give or take. And if I'm doing a heavier build, it can easily be like 55k. Oh, I see it. Video record extracted from a wreck. Appears to be a recording of the Rubicon Liberation Front addressed to fellow comrades. They say that the coral was plentiful, infinite, before the fires of Ibis, and then the Institute burned this planet dry. The academics in their ivory tower underestimated the power of Rubicon's blessing, and when it laid their weakness bare, they burned it all to ash. AC5 doesn't mess around. It's weird because AC5 isn't that hard, like just as a game, if you play it normally. But the 100% criteria can be pretty awful in AC5. It can get brutal. Verdict Day was also kind of tricky to 100%. Verdict Day is just a much harder game as well. I would say it's one of the hardest AC games.
Code 31A, sustaining damage.
Requesting backup. Code 7-8.
I mean, like any AC game, once you really learn it and break it, it's not that bad. But assuming you're not overly familiar with it and you know exactly how to break everything, AC Verdict Day is very, very hard. Like, definitely in the running alongside, like, Last Raven and For Answer. Also a lot more fun than 5. It's true, Verdict Day is so much fun.
We're getting readings from inside the wall.
Another log somewheres. They have tucked it back here. To the left. To the left of what? Twin has good taste, just too much white rice for a burrito. That's just Chipotle, though. Here's the thing, chat. You know what fast food I used to love when I was like in high school?
I don't forgot because I saw the D.
But I have such a disdain for now. It's Chipotle. I don't fuck with Chipotle anymore. A sketch by STV, a masked battlefield artist said by some to be one of the last artists to dedicate his career to the art of hand-drawn portraits. His works command a higher value among collectors in the know. STV's notes. Old man, seated. Looks like he's seen some things. Never eaten at Chipotle in my life. Chipotle just, like, their ingredients used to be so good by, like, fast food standards, like, really good. But it just doesn't feel anywhere near as fresh anymore. Like, nowhere near. When I get it now, it feels like their ingredients have gone to shit. And, I've realized that, like, anything you get at Chipotle, aside from, like, a salad, is just 70% rice. Like, they just load up on the rice to make it feel like you're getting way more food than you are, because the rice will fill you up like crazy. Right?
Right-hand ammunition at 50%.
They're like inflating the value of the food by just loading you up with rice. They basically did what McDonald's did. Yeah, and at first I thought it was that I was crazy about the Chipotle thing. But like in talking about it with other people for the last year or two, whenever it comes up, a lot of other people are like, yeah, their ingredients definitely like are nowhere near as good as they used to be. It just doesn't taste as good.
That AC must be our independent firm. Moving to terminate.
But I feel like around like 2020, like COVID lockdown, was when I really started to be like, man, this shit is ass. I'm not gonna lie. Ow, ow, ow.
That confidence is reflective in your work too, interloper.
But I also always tell the one really funny story from COVID lockdown of me ordering Chipotle on DoorDash. And I got a salad. And I was like, all right, in my salad, let me get some meat, whatever it was. Let's just say it was chicken, because I don't know what exactly I got. I was like, let me get some meat, some sour cream, some pico. You know, basically I was just like, everything I would get in like a burrito or like a burrito bowl, I just got in this salad, because that's basically what a Chipotle salad is anyway. And then I got my bowl. It got delivered. I opened it. And my salad was just a bowl of like a little bit of chicken and all of like the toppings, like the cheese, sour cream, whatever. It had no lettuce. My salad had no lettuce, because apparently when you order on DoorDash a salad, you have to tell them that you want lettuce in your salad. I would not have thought that I would need to add lettuce to my salad. But I did. And that was like, I think I've only gotten Chipotle once since then, because that alone was just like, are you shitting me? What is even happening anymore? Can you add the base of the salad to my salad? I wouldn't have thought that I would need to add lettuce manually to my salad, right? I was so confused. I was like, are you serious? Why do I have to tell you I want lettuce in my salad? All right, hold on. For this one, getting the logs.
If this mission succeeds, the corporations will deal the PC.
They're just like out on the edges of the map, it looks like.
V2's snotty attitude. Just focus on your own.
Relative to the mission starting point, the first is at a logistics area bearing 105. I can work with that. Would you like salad in your salad, sir? I was so pissed. I got a refund through DoorDash. But I was so pissed. Okay, my compass, it's that way.
Code 1-5, intruder detected. Sharing all base personnel. Commencing threat evaluation.
There's a chance that I flew over it. I'm just now realizing. Probably not. But there is a chance.
Patch me in. I'll gauge the situation on your end before I jump in.
Code 5.
I should probably still fight things along the way. Probably a good idea. That was, I genuinely think I've only gotten Chipotle once, and I remember, I have only gotten it once, because I remember it actually. I went to the Chipotle that's like across the street from a local movie theater, going to a movie with friends like a year ago. We always go and get food beforehand, because if we just go and eat at like McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever, it'll be cheaper than buying shit at the theater. Oh, there he is. And they wanted to get Chipotle because it was right there, and I was like, I don't fuck with Chipotle, but I'll go. I'll do it. And I got a burrito that was just so much rice in it. Brown rice, too, because this was at the time that I thought brown rice was actually better. Because, you know, everyone says it is, so I was like, oh yeah, brown rice is better for you, obviously. The second is at a repository 170 and is a duo. Oh, so if it's a duo, those are the other two. Okay. Schrodinger's salad. Yeah. I couldn't even finish that burrito because it was so much brown rice. And I eat a lot. Well, like per meal I do. I don't eat a ton in a day. But because of my intake, like what I need for macros and stuff, I like in a normal meal for me, I eat like 1,100 calories of food, and I just legitimately could not even get through this whole burrito because it was so much brown rice, and it was bland as fuck because it was all brown rice. Like it wasn't even like that good. It had all the other shit in it that I would normally get, but it was just so much rice that it was like overpowering and bland. 170 from mission start, I think, because obviously it's not from where I was. It should be next to one of the big ships. So here-ish. Oh, other side? Can't you ask with no rice? You can, but like I want some rice. But also, this was at the time. This wasn't like a year ago. This was still fairly after COVID. Maybe, I don't even know if I lived here again now that I'm thinking about it. Because they had everything like roped off. Like you couldn't go order at the counter. you had to order on the mobile app, and you could go pick it up from the counter, but you couldn't. I don't know why. And then you could eat at the tables, like in the dining area. That was fine, but just, I don't know. It was that weird in-between period where things were like starting to open back up, but it was still kind of awkward. No one really knew how to do it yet. It was that period. But it probably would be better if I just ordered it with less rice. Because I do want some rice in it. But man, they put so much fucking rice in those burritos now. I don't know. I've had Chipotle beef for years. Or rather, beef with Chipotle for years. I prefer their chicken.
Just one more, Raven.
What do you guys mean other side? I'm lost. I can't find my target. Around here, I thought. I come back and still complaining. Well, I was telling stories. I thought burritos were mostly meat. Yeah, they typically are. Oh, there they are. Okay, they are here. But that's like what I'm complaining about, is that Chipotle puts like very little meat and just a fuck ton of rice to make it feel like you're getting something more substantial, because obviously the rice is way cheaper than than like chicken or beef. Rice is cheap as fuck.
Target is approaching warship.
Open fire! Keep the target away!
Left-hand ammunition and 2 repair kits remaining.
Now I'm also sitting here thinking about how long I would fucking eat brown rice for. Like whenever I was making something with rice or ordering something with rice. I was fed the bullshit that brown rice is better for you.
Right-hand ammunition depleted.
I didn't know any better, man. Actually, no. I do want to punch the shit out of this thing.
Looks like you got them all, 621. You there, buddy? Bad news.
I don't add rice to mine normally. This is the first time. The rice is there, like, by default in a Chipotle burrito.
There's the catch.
Like, they ask you what kind of rice you want. I think it's like the first thing they ask you when you make a burrito. I was also told that brown rice is bullshit. It's okay. So here's the thing with brown rice. Everyone just says it's healthier, and you're kind of just like, oh, sure. Because everyone says it. Like, it's just the general understanding. But what I've come to understand about brown rice, with, like, actually taking the time to learn nutrition shit, is that brown rice has, like, all the same caloric and carb, counts, intake, whatever, as normal white rice, but the brown rice has like more grain in it. So I actually think it's a little higher in the calorie content, if I'm not mistaken. But it does have more grain in it, so you're getting more, more like proper nutrients and a little less sugar intake from it. But sugar intake when consuming rice is a complete non-issue, because you're consuming a glycemic carb anyway. Yeah, it's that marginal amount of sugar isn't really adding or taking away anything. I was like, oh, Yeah, because it's more grain, it does take longer to digest. More grain, less sugar makes it take longer. But I was like, is that really why everyone's been saying it's healthier? Why do you know this super specific shit about rice? Because, like, when I was losing weight, when I put off all the weight and started putting on muscle instead, most of it is not because I started working out any differently or working out more. It's because I learned how to actually diet. Like that, honestly, that's like 80% of what led to just me losing all the weight that I did.
Corporate agency B4 independent mercenary rated. Data on the mercenary is being checked for discrepancy.
Oh.
This means the corp can't afford to shoot.
Ow. The sad part about talking about how much weight I lost is that the YouTube people don't even know. By the time I started on YouTube, I had already lost it. Or at least the majority of it. I think I lost like the last 10 pounds or so, getting down to my goal, like right when I was starting YouTube. But really, even if you go back to like my earliest live streams on YouTube, I had basically lost it all by that point. This is by quantity. Brown rice has the same carb density, so you eat less carbs to feel just as full. That's true. But just, I don't know. And also the thing with, with carbs, at least for like me and my diet, is that I need the carbs because I work out a lot. So carbs for me aren't like the devil, but it's dependent on lifestyle for sure. Carbs for some people are significantly worse than others. I almost died.
It's underground.
What?
Are you doing calisthenics or lifting weights? Actually both. I don't like power lift. I don't go to like break my record on lifting or anything. I go for higher rep rather than higher weight, but I do both. I really like calisthenics are much more fun for me. I lean more towards calisthenic stuff because it's way more enjoyable for me. There we go. That's a good chunk of progress on it, too. One of the guys you're fighting has the voice actor of your dad in Persona 5. You got me knowing people's voices now. I was rewatching Korra, and the main antagonist right now is Steve Bloom, and I knew it immediately. Beautiful. Everyone should be able to immediately recognize Steve Bloom. I'm sorry if I have inflicted this on anyone else, but I truly believe that everyone should know Steve Bloom just by the sound of his voice. He was in Hitman. He was in your Hitman stream last night. And I caught it, and I was like, that's Steve! Who does Steve Bloom play? Tank Dempsey, Spike Spiegel in the English dub. Literally, like, if you've ever played a game with random soldiers that are unnamed, but they just, like, you know, background, like, extra voices, he's probably one of those. Yeah, he's like half of the guys that you beat up in all of the Arkham games. He has a shit ton of, like, big roles, and also a shit ton of just playing, like, random side characters in games. So it's one of those voices that you'll just be playing any game, and you hear him, and you're like, oh yeah, that random guy, like Marine number 4, that's Steve Bloom. That guy over there in the corner, Steve Bloom. This next mission has 3 hidden parts and 4 combat logs. So this is gonna be a doozy. Shockwave and Fall of Cybertron. There you go. Haven't seen it, but there you go.
This is about the ice worm. That Institute relic you had a run-in with. The corpse might stand a chance if it were just the PCA they were
Sub-Zero and MK11? That's right.
But that monster
I forgot
is
he was
a whole other
Sub-Zero.
story. You can't just throw bodies at it. The thing that makes it such a pain in the ass is its perpetual reactive shield.
So he's like a Gianni or a Yuri Lowenthal. Yeah, someone who's just in fucking everything. And once you learn to recognize his voice, you realize that he's in fucking everything. Same with Yuri Lowenthal, for sure.
But I'll need your help. You'll be heading to Grid 012, one of the first sectors they built, and it's barely holding up. That's where a little rat who betrayed RAD is hiding out.
Spike Spiegel's the only one I know so far.
Honest Brute. His AC Milktooth was built by us, so its only flaw is that it's piloted by him.
Yes, the main character in Bulletstorm is Steve Bloom as well. Bulletstorm's underrated as fuck, by the way. Play Bulletstorm.
And that secret project is what we'll need to bust.
You should have a Bloom count in your videos, like Civi's sewer count. Hilariously, Steve Bloom has only appeared in, I think, one game I've reviewed on the channel so far, which is insane to say out loud. Because, like, the odds of that are so low, but I think that's true. I think it's only Ace Combat 5. Oh, he's, Bartlett in Ace Combat 5. So the guy calling you good boy at the start of every AC5 playthrough, that's Steve Bloom. Here, hold on. Tank Dempsey, best quotes. I'm just pulling this up because Tank Dempsey is absolute peak Steve Bloom voice acting. Tank Dempsey, for me at least, like, and I'm such a big Cowboy Bebop fan since I was a kid watching it on the Cartoon Network, like late night, whatever it was called, where they played the anime. But I'm telling you, Tank Dempsey is his best role. Hold on. It's this voice. If you ever hear this voice in games, and once you start noticing that it's him, you'll hear him everywhere. How loud is he about to be?
Gonna need some juice soon. Feeling light. Need the juice. Gotta get some more rounds. Damn, I'm out of juice.
This is all of his quotes from one of the maps.
Knee deep in zombie shit with no ammo. Glorious. Hey, player! I need more ammo or we're going down. I need to find some lead or I'm gonna get bored here. Hey, player! Drop the chips and get me some ammo!
That's it. There's the chips line. I was like, where's the drop the chips line? Classic Steve Bloom. Hold on. Kind of reminds me of like a Gears of War character or something. Yeah. Oh, here. There's a great trailer for, hold on. Der Eisendrache trailer. It was the initial trailer for this map. He narrates it as Dempsey. And this trailer's like burned into my brain, even though this was 9 years ago. A little more than 9 years ago now. The release of this map. Holy shit. This trailer. I'm getting sidetracked by Steve Bloom. But, hold on. This trailer. Peak Steve Bloom.
Field report. En route to somewhere new. Somewhere cold. Real cold. Slap bang in the middle of another enemy research station.
I love his voice so much.
Hell bent on advancing the German war machine. Der Eisendrache.
Steve Bloom, everyone. I love Steve Bloom. He's also in fucking everything, so I get to yell about him all the time. Just not many games that I've been playing on the channel lately. But it used to be a meme on the channel. like every time I heard Steve Bloom, I would start screaming about it. Like I would be like, holy shit, it's Steve Bloom! Every time. It was a meme for a very, it was so long running because he's everywhere.
And we all stand to gain.
Bloomrot, he's in Doom 3. He's like every other Marine that you come across in Doom 3. Legitimately.
All right, tourist. I'll tell you where to go.
That's one of his biggest, like, he just plays every random character you come across in that game.
Brute. We're here to take back what you stole from us.
Oh, heavens. You're a friend of Carla's.
I want to look at the...
Any friend of Carla's is a friend of mine.
Oh, sweet.
Here's to new beginnings. By all means, be my guest.
Thank
See
you.
what I mean, tourist? We need to go deep down.
There. I wanted their dialogue to get through so that I could actually look. Okay. Proceed until reaching the first set of 2 laser-trapped platforms. At the front edge of the tower, of the lower of the twin platforms, lies a chest with your part. My favorite part. The chainsaw. Yeah, there's a shit ton of collectibles on this mission, so this one I might have to take a little slow. Okay. Ow. They're hard to miss. I don't think they're going to be. There's like 7 of them. So it's going to be on that one. The lower one.
A new friend from afar, just for me. What joy. These 2 might be
Excuse me.
mine.
There we go. They're like dormant, so I can't shoot at them. Oh. There's a combat log. Take those. Said it was lower, I think. Or no, it was on the lower tower. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere on this tower, so we'll find it. Trust the process. Oh, I got stuck up there and was just shooting the wall for a solid couple seconds. It's okay, that's what all the ammo is for. Where's that laser coming from? Oh, right there. Okay. I was like, where the fuck is this guy? Somewhere here. They should get Michael Madsen back in the Yakuza series with his own likeness. Bro, I don't know, like, the... Michael Madsen does really well with voice acting roles, typically speaking. But man, he's not good in Yakuza 1. Sorry, Michael Madsen, but man. Okay, I already got that other one. There are 2 more collectibles on the large platform with the train turntable. The first one is a heavy MT with a combat log. And then after that, there's a large crane arm with a chest near the top of it. You're gonna be out of all minigun ammo by the brute fight. Probably not wrong. Not that the Zimmies couldn't handle him on their own, because they could. But this thing really is at its best when I'm swapping between both, so this is probably not a bad call, actually. Just want to make sure I'm getting everything here. I might save the chainsaw for, like, Chapter 5. Because Chapter 4, I kind of want to do Goofer. Kind of want to remake the Goofer for Chapter 4. Just because earlier I was like, what build am I going to do for Chapter 4? And Goofer was the first thing that came to mind that I haven't done yet, that I wanted to.
Part of the fun.
Left-hand ammunition and right-hand deposition at 50%.
This build is so fun.
Quick, slow.
Quick, quick, slow.
Slow. Quick, slow. I know, Milktooth. I can't wait either.
He seems rather strange.
Biped or tank Goofer? Biped. Biped. Got those boosters, got the combat log that was there. The fourth log is almost impossible to miss unless you're running past the enemies. Is that the chest there? Yeah, okay, I see the room that the chest is in. That's a room that I will recognize when I get to it, just from the picture alone. The combat log and the part are both in there. The last of each of them. So we're just good to keep her going now. This build is so ridiculous, but so fun.
The enemy's deploying a shield. You'll need to get behind it.
I hate to see my babies get scrapped like this.
Ow.
Well, don't be shy. Smash them up. It'll help me with my R&D.
2 repair kits remaining.
Let me in that bubble.
There's your way in. Brute can't be far.
We should keep an eye out for traps.
The bottom of one of the suspended pillars. Ah, fuck. Hold on, air. There's lore. It's so weird that you don't need to collect the data logs for achievements, though. Genuinely. When you say at the bottom, you just mean like around on this ring, right? Not like under it. I'm assuming. Wait. Behind me? Huh? There's a delay on stream. Your chat takes a few seconds to get to me. Well, it doesn't, but you guys, the stream takes a few seconds to get to you guys. The chats come to me instantly, but apples to oranges. Like under. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Like down here? Oh, yeah, like down here. Is it with you two? No? There's no way in hell I've ever seen this data log. Can't be further down. So many erections! I command is a bit of a jump scare. I saw someone made a meme of the false quotes coming in unexpectedly. And jump scaring everyone. Oh. Phone battery had a thing. Okay, hold on. Oh. Okay. Where the fuck is that? I see it in a picture, but where the fuck is that? It's not down here. This one doesn't have like a ring like that. Well, and it's also not this one, because I've been around the ring on this one. And there's no like obstruction like that. But then those don't look like they have these bottom parts. What in the fuck? It can't be this one. I've been around this ring too. What the hell? Oh. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So it's gotta be this one. Surely. Wait a minute. No, this ring is too thin. Wait a minute. Holy fuck. FromSoft, what is wrong with you? Observation data extracted from an AC of unknown affiliation. Appears to have once been heavily encoded, then cracked by a third party. The after effects of the fires of Ibis are causing anomalies that frustrate attempts to observe a number of sites. The central ice field is dotted with many such blind spots, areas that cannot be observed off-planet. The PCA would be keen to exploit these. We'll surely find the first watch point there. What the fuck, FromSoft? That is just crazy placement. Oh, I'm stuck. I bounced too high again. Sorry. Hydrate got redeemed.
I've done my best to welcome you. I do hope you enjoy your stay here, Red.
That's something. The channel point redeems likely don't appear on screen, do they? With the on-screen chat. I don't think I have anything in there that would make them show up. Speaking of the on-screen chat, I'm seriously like really wondering now why the YouTube specific emotes don't like display properly on screen chats. Because I noticed while watching False's stream last night, that was on YouTube, that hers didn't have them either. But it's only, like, if you use like a generic emoji, it's fine. If you use any Twitch emote, it's fine. But if you use YouTube emotes, like the ones that YouTube actually made, or like my member emotes on YouTube, they don't display properly. And it's the same on False's chat box too. Which only made it even more like, okay, Why is that these don't display the way they should? Also, did I get that combat log? Or am I going crazy? It should have been in that room, and it said like it's basically impossible to miss it. But I just didn't notice it if I did get it. It should have been in here with the chest, but I don't think I got it. Oh, is it higher up? Yeah, a little higher up. And there's no more enemies here. I must have gotten it. Right? Oh. Oh. I'm dumb. It's not in this room. It's the pulse shield generating guy from before. That was the fourth one. So I did get it. We're good. Yeah, I don't know why the YouTube ones don't display properly. I have to figure out, because what it's going to be is that they're stored in some different way from other emotes. Whether it be like generic emojis or the way that Twitch stores emotes. The YouTube emotes are stored differently somehow. So I gotta figure out how to get them to display right. There's gotta be a way. I just have to figure it out. Oh shit, I'm gonna get cooked. Good night.
My friend, this is a gift. Thank you.
Am I gonna use the chainsaw? Not immediately, because this build is just wild, to be honest. But I will use it for sure.
I'll see about retrieving our secret project.
Once I make something new.
We'll need it to go worm hunting.
The double trouble, the booster, the bad cook. A lot of combat logs, 5 combat logs. I was running a flamethrower build in PvP for a while. I had one on for a bit doing ranked, and it was pretty fun.
This is Chatty Stick, RAD. Thanks for putting down Brute. The Chief's already in the workshop tweaking the rail cannon. And I've never seen her happier to be at work. That is all. Later, tourist.
You ever watch Secret Level? I didn't. I was never that interested in Secret Level. And then, there were a couple other shows coming around that I wanted to watch, and I can't remember what one of them was. Obviously, one of them is Daima, which just finished today. So that's off the list, at least. As of this morning. This is the best weapon in the game, by the way. Not if you use it like that. Nor if you use it like that. But if you use it like this. Hold on. He's really holding it. Oh, yeah. Looks way better on ACs. I don't know why it looks like shit there. Oh, yeah, it was Invincible. That's right. I was like, what was the other show that I wanted to watch? And the way that I watch shows, it means that I've got at least another couple months to watch through Invincible. Because I'm just the worst. Unmissable log in the next one. And then no more logs or parts until Chapter 4. Code Geass. No.
No.
Got a job for you, 621.
Not unless someone watches it with me.
We've received a request from the Archibus Group.
Raven, this request comes from our subsidiary Schneider. It concerns the Bertram spaceport, which you and V4 brought under our control.
I won't watch it with you, then I won't watch it. Since Tidbit's not gonna watch it with me, I'm not watching it.
Your objective is to intercept the PCA and defend the spaceport. We've deployed an MT squad to support you. Use them as you see fit. That concludes the briefing. Good luck.
This is actually also one of my favorite missions in the game. Weirdly, I love defend the old spaceport as well.
The PCA are going to be fighting to win. 621. Don't forget you have MT backup.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Wait, something's not right, 621.
The battle's over already.
Find out what's going on.
Got here a little late. Man went, I should rewatch the Austin Powers movies, and I was like, we're watching them. You want to watch? No, I don't think I will. You guys, to be fair, were watching them starting at like 11 p.m. my time. And I'm responsible with my sleep. The Piccolo Aura farm here is crazy.
I've identified the target. That's the mercenary who took your name.
He actually thinks he's Piccolo. Look at him.
Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings.
Fight behind garages time. Uh-oh, we're already going. Okay. Yes, Piccolo, we see the fit. Yes, Piccolo, we get it. You fused with Kami. Very cool. We see the cape. Very nice. Ow, ow, ow.
One cannot fly on borrowed wings. It seems our gig isn't over yet, Raven.
You know, I do get a little careless with not healing in this game. That one's on me.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Wait, something's not right, 621.
Well, Tibby, are you through Super yet?
Over already.
Where are you in Super?
Find out what's going on.
I know you were at least reading Moro, or had you read all of Moro? Turns out repair kits are a thing. Bro, I've just barely needed them like this whole playthrough so far. We're getting to that point where I'm gonna have to actually wake up.
621. We're not here to take back the Raven name. However,
Get comboed. Ow.
Looks like we found your license's original owner. Tie up the loose end, 621.
I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. I lived.
Yes, Raven, I feel it too. This mercenary has potential.
Whoa. That barely hit him. I was going for the style points.
Raven, we can still.
Not yet. Vegeta's fighting. Oh. Okay.
We'll watch this one.
Yeah,
See
yeah,
where
yeah,
they
yeah.
go on a Raven's wings.
Did Piccolo ever unfuse with Nail or whatever his name was? I don't believe so, no. But yeah, during Moro, Vegeta did learn how to unfuse things. Which is something that I'm still like,
New messages.
why?
I've looked into the other Raven, the independent mercenary who attacked you. It turns out that Raven isn't an individual call sign. It's a title.
God, it's been so many years since Moro.
Mercenaries who champion the free will Raven stands for.
Like, I'm just realizing how long it's been since they were releasing that.
And take to the skies in flight. If that's what being Raven means, then that's the name I want to keep calling you.
Sweet.
Raven.
Oh. I would if I didn't have my cool Raven's Nest emblem on. I wasn't a big fan of Moro, kind of flat as a villain. Yeah, a little wasted. Hold on. Dragon Ball Super arcs. Just go into that wiki page. I just want to find when the final chapter of Moro released, because, man, it's been a minute. Here we go. Yeah, 2020 was the finale of Moro. When did Granola finish? 2022. Okay. So that basically, aside from like a couple of small things, has been, what's it? Aside from a couple of small things that have been nice, we really haven't gotten a whole lot, like, substantial from the Dragon Ball Super manga since, like, 2022. Which is crazy to say out loud, but it's true.
Raven, I have a personal request to ask you. It's about the Angerbert Tunnel, which is to be shut down after it was hit by a coral surge. I want to go there and survey the area. Even before the coral surge, that place had been all but abandoned. It's an old structure, dating far back into the colonization of Rubicon. There must be items of interest from throughout the planet's history there.
This whole thing was just being evil because he's evil. I mean, to be fair, well...
As I'm sure you're aware, I have no resources with which to pay you.
Never mind. Not to be fair. No, you're right.
If you find any wrecks left by the PCA, you should try accessing them. Both the corporations and the Rubiconians are gathering data on PCA technology. Whatever you collect, I can exchange for credits and transfer the funds to you.
I was gonna say that some Dragon Ball villains are just evil because they're evil. But Frieza, at least there's some reasoning behind it, even though he pretty much just is evil because he's a fucking bastard. But at least there's something a little more behind Frieza. And Frieza's also just way too entertaining to complain about. The only other villain in Dragon Ball that's that just evil because evil is like King Piccolo.
Thank you for doing this for me.
And he's also kind of a shitty antagonist, if we're being honest. There's just not a whole lot behind him. King Piccolo's kind of lame. The one thing that I always give King Piccolo, though, was that he was the first, like, serious antagonist in all of Dragon Ball.
Let's get started, Raven. I've already located several wrecks that we should be able to recover data from. I'll send the marker data.
Frieza's evil because he's short. Frieza's evil because... what's it? Because he's got the craziest fucking ego imaginable. Genuinely, that's kind of it.
PCA craft data. I'll exchange it for credits and send them to you later. Coral is able to conduct data and can influence digital equipment. The effects of the coral surge must have brought some of the wrecks back online. Let's see what we can find.
Okay. Frieza runs a business? No, he doesn't. He's just a bitch. A very entertaining bitch. Wildly entertaining bitch.
This data seems valuable too. I'm so glad this is turning into a profitable mission. An older generation of AC.
Oh, I accidentally cut her off. He sells planets and it's an honest job? Yeah, right. Text data extracted from a wreck. The lost auto transcription for a voice log recorded by Professor Nagai, the Rubicon Research Institute director. No, the coral tide is rising at an abnormal rate. This resonance, it suggests some kind of mutation. Run the calculations. How much time do we have? 47 hours, 2 minutes, 16 seconds. We still have time. Deploy Ibis.
According to the timestamp, this was recorded 2 days before the fires of Ibis. This seems to be about the warning signs of the
Frieza
calamity.
should be canceled.
Right before it struck.
Frieza is genuinely, like, it doesn't feel that crazy when you're first, like, reading or watching Dragon Ball, at least until someone points it out to you. Like, if you go in after hearing other people joke about it, you'll probably catch it. But Frieza genuinely might be one of the most racist villains I've ever seen in media. Like, wholeheartedly, he's crazy racist. Like, insanely racist. And just when I was a kid, I had no idea. I had no idea. But when you go back and, like, rewatch or reread Dragon Ball as an adult, or especially after having someone else say that, and, like, you just go in knowing that, he's so fucking racist. It's crazy. It's crazy amounts of racism. Text data extracted from a wreck. This appears to come from the writings of Thumb Dolmayan, father of the Liberation Front. How long has it been since I first saw her voice? Fear not, she said. There will always be plenty. She told me this as I was imbibing Rubicon's blessings one fateful day. If I were you, I'd never allow this, I replied. And I was forever ashamed by my deceit.
This seems to be a recording of Dolmayan, the Liberation Front.
Is that why a lot of certain Twitter users have Dragon Ball as their profile picture? No, it's because they're like teenagers. Normally. Most of the time. They have great taste in anime and manga, but they're racist.
Inspecting data. It's a schematic for an SG craft.
Like Dragon Ball is exempt. I do, and I've said this a lot. And like obviously, Dragon Ball is a manga, right? No shit. But I think there are some like manga and anime that are so what's it? So how do I put this into words? Yeah, universal, like they kind of transcend being a part of Japanese culture, and they're just kind of like one of the most iconic pieces of media like globally in the last couple decades. And Dragon Ball is one of them. Along with like Naruto and One Piece. Right? Like they're just so widespread. It kind of, I don't think JoJo is there yet. Pokemon, yes. Pokemon. Great. Pokemon, yes. Yu-Gi-Oh. Text data extracted from a wreck. The lost auto transcription for a voice log recorded by Professor Nagai. That can't be right. Nagai. The Rubicon Research Institute director. Assistant number 1 has lost his mind. His research has utterly consumed him. Granted, there may be some logic to Sepul's sensory augmentation of human subjects, but no ethical scholar would ever dare cross that point of no return. Mankind is driven by possibilities. What does Coral represent, if not sheer potential?
This is about the first augmented humans. The same Coral technology that created you. But without it, we never would have made contact.
Did he say Yu-Gi-Oh? Maybe in 1999? No, man, not... Bro, I was gonna say my generation, but probably most of our generation here. Yu-Gi-Oh is still fucking huge. Between the anime and the game, like just literally playing the trading card game, Yu-Gi-Oh is still fucking massive. Why are we playing this woke trash and not peak like Yakuza 5? Hold on, that makes me... I want to pull up a thing.
We got ourselves a deal, Handler Walter. Michigan. So, Arquebus met us halfway? I gave them the heavy warship fleet. In exchange, Balam's in charge of putting down the beast. They also offered some top Vespers. Guess they don't trust us. Better than nothing. I'll provide what support I can, too. Yeah, your mad scientists, RAD or whatever, and that hound of yours. Michigan. Don't underestimate 621. That hound always delivers.
Always. Makes me think of a shitpost that I came across yesterday that I want to share like months ahead of it becoming reality. Just because I swear to God it's gonna happen.
One new message.
I will stick my finger in your teeth.
Don't do that.
What kept you, 621? You're a famous mercenary now. Time to act like one. This next mission's all or nothing. Make sure you attend the briefing.
I mean, I'll bite it. And not like playfully. Alright, I'm gonna have to bring at least one. Oh wait. Do they give you like only the yeah, the right shoulder one? Oh. That can work. Okay. Just a ditch of the Zims all together here. What's the hardest mission in AC6 in your opinion? I don't think any of them are really that hard, but again, this is we've all kind of learned the game. And we all learned it like a couple years ago. So like from current perspective, honestly, I can't think of any that are like really fucking hard, but if I had to choose one, it's probably like the New Game Plus Strider Escort or whatever that is. I think that killed me the first time. Like just ran my shit. All right, here. I tweeted about this last night when I came across it, but check this out, chat. This shitpost that I came across. MGS Delta gonna be woke. Ugh. I know modern gaming is gonna make MGS Delta woke. I bet it's gonna have anti-war propaganda, a strong girl boss, probably make there be gay tension between Ocelot and Snake, make Volgan gay, make the government look bad, and just make the whole thing political. Wait a second. This is a funny shitpost, right? Because, yeah, that's MGS3. Like, all of that is just MGS3, obviously. If you haven't played the game, the shitpost here is that that's exactly what MGS3 is. And he clarifies, like, even, because he posted this on the Metal Gear subreddit, so he couldn't even post this without clarifying that this was a joke. Out of fear. People are going to say this, like, August, September-ish. You're gonna see this. Genuinely, this is gonna go around. But it's not gonna be shitposty. Like, at least there will be people seriously saying this come, like, August, September. I just wanted to, put this on the record. This is one of my long-term predictions. When this happens, remember this. Crotch grab intensifies. Exactly. The woke is crappy writing. Bro, this word has lost all meaning. If that is where we're at now. This word has absolutely lost its entire meaning.
Listen up, 621. This will be a joint operation led by Balaam and Arquebus. The briefing's about to start. I want you to attend.
First, some background before we go into detail. The intercorporate ceasefire is now in effect, and we will be carrying out coordinated attacks against the PCA. The targets are the enemy-occupied bases, the heavy warship fleet, and the recently activated...
I'll cut to the chase. This is an all-out war against the PCA and theaters across Rubicon. And y'all got the short end of the stick. You're here to take on the worst of our dirty work, hunting the beast of the ice field.
Sure thing, Chief. Tell you what, I'll watch and let you know how badly that goes for us.
Gun 5, you just volunteered yourself for the front line.
Moving on. Let's talk about how we're going to neutralize the iceworm's coral shield. You'll be dealing with a layered barrier made up of a primary and a secondary shield.
Arquebus will provide the means to break the first layer. The state-of-the-art stun needle launcher. Aim for the face, and it will deliver results, I assure you.
What about the second layer?
RAD's cooked up just the thing. A neat little toy we call the Overed Rail Cannon. If we divert the spaceport standby power to the ORC, should hit hard enough, assuming we land the shot.
You can leave that to me. I know a thing or two about sharpshooting.
Rusty's the GOAT. Let him do it.
I'll oversee operations on the ground. A ragtag crew like this needs leadership.
We could use some more suppressive fire. I'll send Chatty.
Chatty's also the GOAT.
That just leaves the question of who will be taking charge of the stun needle launcher.
I know just the volunteer to go poke that beast with a stick. Gun 13, you get all that?
Yeah.
Time for another field trip.
Speaking of the DMC Netflix thing, I've seen the clip. I've seen that everyone, like DMC fans, are losing their shit over it. Here's the thing, okay? I didn't like the clip, like the 1 minute clip of the anime that they just put out. I didn't like it. The writing is part of it. The writing for Dante doesn't seem good to me. But I also have a larger issue that no one else is talking about. When I watched that clip, it hurt my eyes. Because, and it's definitely a stylistic choice, but the frame rate is so low. Low frame, yeah, it hurt my eyes to watch it. Legitimately, the frame rate is way too low. It was bad. But then also, the writing for Dante, I don't think it's awful, but what I don't get is that they clearly have designed the DMC Dante look to be more of a mature Dante look, like closer to like a DMC 1 sort of placement in the timeline. But they're writing him like he's DMC 3 Dante, and even then, they're writing him to be even sillier than he was in DMC 3. At least going off of that one clip. But I will also be the guy to say that a 1 minute clip where like 20 seconds of it are Dante talking is not exactly a good judge of Dante's characterization for an entire series. Like, we still have to see the series. But from what I got in that clip, I didn't love it. I didn't love it.
It's not every day you see 621. You ready?
This mission depends upon you, Raven.
It's based on the DMC3 manga. Then I think the big conflict with like everyone being so put off by his characterization is that his visual design is more mature, but he's clearly supposed to still be like younger and less serious as a character based off of what we've seen so far. I think there's just a disconnect with his visual design and his personality.
Act like a professional outfit and you might live.
What does that creep think he is? I ain't here because
Oh, that's right. I have to bust the shield. This is one of the weirdest fights in AC6. Just because it can be one of the absolute hardest in the game. But if you bring a stun needle, it's one of the easiest. And you're encouraged, heavily encouraged, to bring the stun needle. Got it.
Shield loss confirmed. Initializing ORC firing sequence. Connecting EML modules. Opening energy turbines. Output at 80%.
Come on, Rusty, hit it. Come on. Show us why you're the GOAT.
I won't miss.
Oh shit. I'm right under it. Of course he did.
This is just the first hurdle.
The target's deployed drones, tourist. I'll handle them.
I should have never scrolled Twitter. Wait, what is Lawrence Fishburne's daughter? I haven't heard this. I am a recovering Twitter user. She's a corn star? Wait, what? Is this actually trending on Twitter? Ooh.
Shield loss confirmed. Preparing to fire rail cannon.
Or maybe, I don't know.
Energy turbine output at 80%.
All right, come on, Rusty, do it again.
Output 95%.
2 for 2.
100%. Watch out for friendly fire.
Good one.
It's all yours now, buddy.
Oh.
Wait, something's wrong. Fall back, 621. We've underestimated this beast. My AC's compromised.
The coral. It's out of control.
Looks like
Just you and me, Chatty. Oh, and Rusty. But Rusty's not on the ground.
can't afford to lose control of the situation. This next shot will be my last.
It's that adult industry.
Taking significant damage. Might
So
be checking
probably porn, but maybe just like OnlyFans or something. But if they're just saying adult industry, when I think of the industry, I think of porn. OnlyFans is like being indie, you know? El Bozo Snail. True. Fuck that guy.
Cool, buddy.
I'm cool.
I'm out, tourist. You're on your own now. Withdraw.
No, Chatty, please. I need you. Oh, that's not hitting. God damn it. I should have waited. Bitch. Come on, Rusty. It's just you and me. Throw me a bone here.
All EML modules connected. Energy turbines at full capacity. Output at 80, 90. All emergency valves closed. Disabling limiter. 100, 110, 115. Relocating and increasing input. All or nothing.
Boosh. Bitch.
Is it over? Get clear, it's gonna blow!
You shitting me? The freelancer really did it.
Very cool fight.
It's finally over. The blast will contaminate the area. Get out of...
Choral voices. Lost again. Raven. There's something I have to tell you. The coral. It's my family. My brothers and sisters. I am but a single wave. Born from the coral tide. A Rubiconian without a body. No one even knew I was there for such a long time. Raven, you're the only one who...
Go get your rest, 621. Things are going to get busy.
Okay.
You did good.
Thank you. Is Iguazu a Gen 4? I think so.
The temporary alliance between the Arquebus and Balaam groups turned the tide of war, devastating the Planetary Closure Administration forces and exiling them from Rubicon. Though it was the Iceworm mission led by Balaam that dealt the decisive blow, Arquebus, through their own engagements with the PCA, augmented their strength with seized weaponry. The balance of power was broken, the scales tipped in Arquebus's favor, and the Rubicon Liberation Front's hopes of fighting an exhausted foe were dashed. With the loss of their common enemy, the rival factions' war for the coral abruptly reignited. And their bitter conflict burned with renewed intensity.
Augmented human C4621 entering standard mode. 2 new messages.
Doing okay, 621?
Yeah.
I'd wanted to let you rest some more, but the corps are on the move already. With the PCA gone, it's back to work, getting to where the coral's gathering. Do you remember the survey you carried out at Xylem?
Mm-hmm.
My friend analyzed the data and learned about a massive facility under the central ice field. Watch Point Alpha. Turns out that the ice worm was defending the entrance to that place. It's time to let ourselves in.
Raven, there's something you need to know.
Yeah?
That friend Walter mentioned. The comms database has no record of the conversation he just told you about. This isn't about just finding the core, Raven. He's after something more, and he's using you to do it. Here on Rubicon.
Registration number RB23, call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. A-rank virtual encounters are now available in the arena. May these encounters further guide your technique.
Which one do you like? Is it this one or Michigan? There are 3. It's Rusty, Michigan, and Walter. Those are my 3 boys in AC6. Those are my favorites. Alright, hold on, let me fix the chocolate barrage real quick. Make sure he's saved in all of his beautiful, beautiful perfection. Oh. His AC name is wrong. Oh, because, okay, that's why. I forget how this works. Okay. If you had to pick one, if I could pick only one, it would be Rusty. For like best character in the game. But I like all of them. I think chapter 4, we're gonna remake Goofer. I think that's what we're doing this chapter. I had to go and pull up the VOD with him so that I could look at his paint. He had a rifle and, again, a slug. And just a laser blade. But I think we could change him up a bit. This is probably like the best headpiece that I could use for him, but we've already used the Melander C3. It does look similar to old Goofer, but I think we just need a new head. I don't know. Maybe this one? Maybe this one? Slug to grenade gun? I'm not even gonna think about the weapons right now. I want to get his look down. Maybe that? It looks small because this core is massive. Keep in mind. Have I used the Melander core for like an actual build yet? Melander in general will look similar to the old one. But Melander's also kind of lame. Maybe. Maybe. Did Goofer even have back weapons? He did. He had a slug gun that I removed because it was basically useless in a game where you had to kneel with it. But he did have one. Basically Crest from AC3, it's true. It pretty much just is. See, and I was just using Melander arms, so now I feel like those are off the table. Repainting him is gonna go a long way as well, in terms of just making him look like the old one. So don't even worry about the paint. This is probably going to be me going back to actually using melee again. The arms, we'll fix the arms. So Basho, A, don't look that bad. B, definitely going to be useful if I'm using melee again. And then he was a biped. Melander's pretty spot on visually. Oh, but those just kind of look nice. Okay, hold on. I'll go and clear the new notifications in a second. Okay, fuck it. Take off the back weapons so that I'm at least not getting warnings. My arms are still overburdened. Okay, fine. Just give him like this for the time being so I can look at him. His head is not right. I might just have to throw this on and then later I could change it. Too much Melander. It's too much. I don't want to just basically use a pre-made set. Aside from, I know I did with False Meko, but it's because that set is like my favorite. I could easily throw these legs on and like, boom. It's a little more distinctive. No, that looks terrible. No. I mean, that looks kind of cool. The head is wrong. The head, I'm just gonna have to figure out what the fuck to do with the head. Well, actually, that kind of works for now. I still, like, I'm gonna be on the lookout for a better headpiece, just purely for the drip. Just purely for the drip. If the headpiece gets fixed, this will be beautiful. I accidentally closed my chat. Oops. If I could fix that headpiece, he would look really nice. I don't know if the Basho arms completely match. Yeah, but the melee benefit with Basho, like, I can't not, you know? Saving the chainsaw. The blade would be most accurate to the old Goofer, just the basic pulse blade. And the pulse blade is great, don't get me wrong. I know that the pulse blade is really good in this game. But maybe I could do something bigger, better. Not the explosive. I feel like the pile bunker would be too much. Too much of an evolution. Ran Moonlight at one point? Yeah. Do we get Moonlight in this chapter? We do, but like near the end. Do you think the lance would be too much? Oh, dude, the lance is so cool. Maybe the laser blade? Final mission? Okay, so we get it, but like... Oh, the blade is cool. The blade could be pretty fucking cool. I do love the lance. It's never too much. The lance is never too much. Let me buy both the blade and the lance, and I can play around with it. Let me try the lance. But the blade could also be a really cool alternative. The laser blade, that is, not the pulse blade. The pulse blade would be the most accurate to the old Goofer. But just... I want to, like... You know, evolve it for AC6, kind of. Oh, I already did run Setsus on a build. Oh my god. I already did run Setsus as well. And he did just use like a basic rifle. Like, compared to AC6, the Turner would be the closest thing to what he used to use. The Ransetsu would just be better. But I already used Ransetsu in the Turner. You know, this is Goofer in a new generation. We overhauled the bug quite a bit too, so I shouldn't feel too guilty changing up Goofer's shit a little bit. Javelin would be crazy talk. What's in the shop? Oh, that could be cool. The Nebula could be cool for him. Maybe. That's a possibility. Honestly, laser handgun could be kind of neat too. Goofer was a tank by the end of Nexus. Yeah, he changed a lot in Nexus as well. The Scudder could be better for sure, but just, I don't know. I could use the AR just to be petty and show everyone that it's not that bad. Like, anything in this game works. Etsugens are on reserve. They're not part of the conversation right now. Bazooka is too much. Bazooka is way too much. Laser rifles could be cool. They really could be cool, actually. Man, that charge up time. Wait, hold on. Let me see that second one again. Wait. I didn't know that it did that. I didn't know that that thing had fucking splash damage on it. Oh, dude, this thing is sweet. I love this thing too. Okay, that's also on the table. Plasma's on the table. Plasma is purple. But would it be too much purple? Okay. I'm gonna try this, actually. This is so different. This is so different. Let me cook. Okay. Because even this combo can get a little wacky. Not just because shotgun, but because of this. The little, like, melee punch charge shot on this thing. Could be cool. Keep in mind, energy weapons charge up time. Oh, is dependent on the generators. That's right. It's good that you said that, because I would not have thought of that. Hold on. While I have the picture of Goofer up, before I close it, first of all, the pattern has to come off. He did not have a pattern at all. It was a plain old AC. Where's the protagonist colors? Here. And then basically what we want to do is we want to make some of this black and gray purple. Definitely the sub and the other we want to be purple. It was kind of like a bluish purple though. We are way too far into blue territory there. Frieza? Why'd you have to say that? Maybe that? I forget that you can do this in 6. I'm not gonna mess with it. It was a pretty, like, matte... What was my color scale? 66, 48, 107. 66, 108. 47, was it? Jesus Christ. Oh no, 48. I mixed it up. I was like, that doesn't seem right at all. That's way too little blue, way too much green. 107, right? Yeah, I think the support has to be the same color as well. That doesn't look like Goofer to me. Like, granted, I said I was overhauling him, but that just doesn't look like him. Oh man, that's a lot of purple in the back. I feel like the purple's a little off, too. Going off the picture, I feel like it was a little more blue. Well, let me play around with that. Let's try like 120. Not like a lot more blue, but I feel like it had a bit more of like a bluish quality to it. Kind of more like that. Kind of more like that. The core. Core is off. Core is not right. But then, I don't know. Oh. Oh, it's so... That looks like Goofer. That looks so much more like him with the Melander core and legs. That looks like Goofer. As much as I was like, I don't want to do too much Melander, that looks like him. Absolutely. It was the parts that were wrong. Is there another set of Melander legs that I don't have? No. So I was wondering if I could maybe Oh. I have the other set. Those are even more like him, yeah. There should be an alternate Melander core then as well. That also looks more like him, I think. Actually, doesn't look that different. No, the C3 is closer. The C3 is closer. We can go with Orbiter arms. Basho from Melee. I'm sticking by my guns on that one. The headpiece. I just don't think I have a good headpiece for him other than this one, maybe. But then again, that's a whole lot of Melander. But man, it just looks right. It just looks right. Yeah. Yeah. That thing is cool. Yeah, that thing is cool. It's just cooler. He looks good there. I like it. I like it. Oops. But then, like, with the boosters... What's the... Isn't there, like, a... Oh, the melee thrust and consumption. Yeah, okay, hold on. This would be better. Would those be better? I feel like lowering the consumption is maybe better rather than just getting like as much thrust as possible. Oh, you're right. Ideal weight is a factor. I forget that that's a thing. Where is the ideal weight? Oh, I see it. Well, this is a melee focused setup. Whoa. Oh, but everything else kind of sucks, but whoa. Okay. That's a lot of thrust for not much more consumption, actually. That's a contender. That is also a lot of thrust for not much more consumption. That consumption is tiny, but the thrust is shit. Okay. Double melee then? Don't tempt me. I think that would be better. What is my weight? My total weight? Oh yeah, we're well within the ideal weight. Okay. Well within it. Because it's kind of a factor, the ideal weight, but it's not as important on this setup, I think. See, but how much? I'm losing so much thrust and a... Oh yeah, the numbers are right there. And a little bit of upward thrust as well. And the upward energy consumption is so... The difference is so small, I'm not really looking at that much here. I feel like the melee is 100% the best here, but like... Too many trade-offs outside of that, I think. PO6 might be the move. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at these too. It's a big downgrade on the thrust. It reduces my boost speed by a lot, which I don't like.
I never forgot because I saw the D.
Other than that, this is great. But like... Oh, the Lance's charge attack doesn't use the melee thrust stat. Oh. Okay, so this is probably a pretty balanced booster for it then. It's self-propelled. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So the PO6 SPD might be good. You don't need thrust? I need thrust. Not melee attack thrust, but thrust. I need the boost speed. I need it. I can't be too slow. Like, you come down here and you start just losing a lot of raw speed. Which is, I don't like that. Like, a lot. I lose nearly like 40 just in raw boost speed by going to these. Or, these were the one. I lose about a little over 30. I lose 31 going to these. So I don't love that. These are a little slower, but not terribly slower, and those actually have a lot of benefits too. Love the Alula. This I lose crazy amounts of speed. I think this is probably a nice middle ground. We'll see. I'll run it and see how that feels. Oh my god, I didn't even do everything else yet. I'm gonna be more close range with this. Well, I haven't chosen shoulder weapons yet, actually. There's no way I'm not running shoulders in AC6, right? Oh, I have like no shoulder. Okay, let's go shopping. Speaking of, what would be good on the this? It's too much energy load, but that could have been really fun. No, that is not what I thought that was. Going off of memory, I was like, oh yeah, this thing is pretty cool, isn't it? Just not at all what I thought it was. These are the plasma missiles. Plasma missiles could be pretty fun. If I was gonna go with plasma missiles, I'd probably just go with these. Probably. Flugel quick boost cost is a bit high depending on your generator. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a super super balanced booster for something like this, which was what was putting me off a little bit. Plasma verts. I could go with the smaller laser cannon. But that basically brings me to my energy load limit, so I don't know if that's the move. Though it would be fun, I don't know if that's the move, because then I'm probably just going to lose out on the other shoulder, right? Maybe just the plasma missiles. They're fucking expensive, but like, I think those will be fun on this. I have hopes for those, definitely. Oh wait, I need a left shoulder as well. You haven't picked the generator? I'm gonna come back to the generator. Oh, for the energy limit, you're right. Test them in the test room? Man, no one uses the fucking test room. Maybe if you're building for PvP. But I've like never used the test room in AC games. I'll just run a mission. Am I weird for that? I feel like I never use the test rooms for PvE builds. If I was doing PvP, maybe, but even then, I've just gone into PvP matches on fucking ranked to test things. Yes, you're weird. Maybe I'm the weird one. Maybe it is me. I've genuinely never really used the test room. I guess I have like all the same options over here, don't I? It's not like there's anything different. This could be fucking goofy on the left shoulder. I'm a little tempted by the Gatling gun, I have to say. I really don't know what I want on the other shoulder, to be honest. Like with that? Part of me wants to do a shield. But I've never been a shield guy, which is part of the reason why I kind of want to mess around with it. But I don't know. It's never really been my playstyle. More of a superior firepower kind of guy, you know? But the shields can be cool. Something to switch the lance. You're right. Maybe I should be looking at a weapon bay instead. I don't know why I was so focused in on shoulder weapons. I'm like, man, I don't really love the options here. Maybe I do go weapon bay. What could I get? Left arm. Should I melee swap? I was considering the laser blade as a melee option as well. Do I melee swap? I might melee swap. This is kind of a wacky setup that plays nothing like Goofer, but like, look at him. It's clearly Goofer. Can't deny it. Okay. So yeah, definitely close range FCS then. I am definitely in the market for a close range FCS, and it seems like I just have the best one. I don't see any reason to change. Wait. It caught my eye that it said missile specialist on these. I'm using a shotgun. So do I need a close range FCS? I'm using a shotgun with a double melee swap. Let me rephrase slightly. Would it maybe be better to get a missile FCS, since that's what most of my targeting is going to be used for? Absolutely. I feel like that's kind of a huge brain play right there. Most of my targeting is going to be for the missiles. Like, if the lock-on is a little bit off on this, it's not going to matter. It's a shotgun. I'm going to be right in their face with it anyway. My targeting is basically just going to be the missiles, and that's it. Is it time to whip out the Coral Gen? It might be. I don't know what else I would whip out. Oh, maybe. Well, no, the other stats on this suck. I was like, maybe something for energy firearm spec, but well, this one has great capacity and better firearm spec. Maybe the Santai? Well, let me, because I wasn't really looking at that with these either. Maybe. If you want it, you sacrifice all the other good things. Yeah. I don't know if I want to go quite... I don't know if I want to go for the coral yet, and this is going to sound silly. For the aesthetics. Everything else is going to be blue and purple on this build. So I don't think I want to add in the red, because I have nothing else coral going on here. Like, this probably wouldn't be bad, but I don't think I want it. The 20D... The energy... Or, sorry, the post-recovery is way faster on that. But I do sacrifice, like, everything else. Including weight. Which, honestly, it's not that big of a difference, actually. Never mind. 20D is good. Get a 20C. 20C I would have looked at in the shop. Unless it's not available yet. Oh, no, it's available. Yeah, you sacrifice so much in the other categories with the 20C. For not that much more firearm spec? Weight's not really an issue. Yeah, I was more looking at the speed. but it's such a negligible difference between the two. This is basically a triple melee build with plasma on it. Plasma missiles. So I don't want to be slow. Which this is kind of slow. I feel like the Santa, I'm gonna go with my heart. I see the benefits of the 20D. I see them. But this might be... This will have orange fire. The ICE models? What are the ICE models? Oh, the descriptions say. Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck? So you're telling me this one shoots out blue and this one shoots out orange? Because if this one shoots out blue, then goddamn it, maybe I do need the 20D. Maybe I do. That should be good. I could go overkill by putting a pile bunker on this, but I don't think we need it. I think I'd rather have the aesthetics of it. Oh, hold on. I never did this. If anyone wants the chocolate barrage Steam, this is a Steam thing, there it is. If anyone wants to download the chocolate barrage, it's there. Just because I did it for the first two. Oh, that's right, we got arena matches to fuck around with this. All right, Niall. Where you at? Also, hello, Alrod. Deputy Commander of the Red Guns, the Balaam Group AC Squad. Formerly the commander of the Balaam Security Force, a paramilitary police organization that preceded the formation of the Red Guns. Niall distinguished himself with an exceptionally high arrest rate, and in those days, the only man he never managed to put in handcuffs was Michigan. Then the commander of the rival Furlong Armed Fleet. Having failed to arrest the man, he settled for a friendly drink with his old nemesis. Wow, I'm not tabbed in. There. Let's see it.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program, number 7. You have now reached Rank A.
Rank A time.
Subject AC, deep down. Call sign, gun to Niall. Commencing evaluation.
Main system activating combat mode.
Let's see how this goes. This might be a little weird. Shit. I gotta get a feel for this. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Target destroyed.
Okay, that was a little sweet.
Well done.
It had a click moment near the end there. Had a click. That was good. Which gives a better creator percentage for things like Super Chat, YouTube, or Twitch. I don't know the Twitch cut, but I think it's the same. You mean like the actual Twitch Super Chat? Like whatever it's called? I know they have an equivalent that literally is just Super Chat. I just don't know what they call it. Sorry, I need to clear. I know there were new legs. It might be legs that are new. There's still something new somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're the same. False, do you know? Is False here? It's about the time of day that False leaves work, so I don't even know if she's here right now. Do you know what the Twitch revenue split is on that Twitch Super Chat feature that no one fucking uses? Oh my god, isn't there melee tuning? Or I guess energy weapons would be good too. Yeah, this is the melee one. Okay, let me do energy weapons first. And then we'll beat V2 Snail's ass. Deputy Commander of the Vespers, the Arquebus Group's augmented human squad. After receiving Generation 8 augmentation surgery, Snail continued to receive follow-up treatments as new technologies entered the mainstream, so as to make their merits his own. Many augmented humans have died in order to assure the safety of his repeated adjustments. It is called Hype Chat. Terrible name. Do you know what the revenue split is on it? I'm finally getting some canon Bardock story. Let's go. I don't like canon Bardock as much as old Bardock. It's 70-30. Okay, it's the same split then.
Subject AC. Open
70 to creator, right?
V2 Snail.
Silly question, but it's Twitch. I'm kidding. 70 is definitely to the creator on that. Don't spoil. I won't. It's just they started the Bardock retcons in Super Broly, and I don't like them compared to old Bardock. He also has a lance.
Good to know.
All around, thank you for the 10. Bitch. Okay, this thing is kind of sweet. This thing is kind of fucking sweet. Thank you for the 10 though. Appreciate it.
Target destroyed.
That's cool.
Well done.
That's cool. Wiped the floor with him. The melee swapping, once you just kind of get the rhythm of it. I like that. I like that. That's some good shit. We'll see you around, False. I love how Snail is the second in command of Arquebus, but Freud doesn't give a shit about commanding, so Snail is basically the commander. Yeah. He takes advantage a little bit. 2 more A ranks, and then we'll get to actually start Chapter 4, which is very short, if I remember right. I think it was very short. But I like that build. That's pretty cool. I'll definitely... I don't know how much tweaking it needs outside of, like, I think the headpiece could be better, just visually. So maybe if we get better headpieces, like, in Chapter 4, I can make an adjustment, but I could also live with him looking like that. The headpiece is the one that I'm just like, it doesn't look quite right. But it's so close. We'll see. Anyway, it is about that time. And I do got a lot of video stuff going on right now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing... Or follow Twitch. I forget Twitch is still a thing. follow or sub. We're doing this. We're doing a whole bunch of other stuff like Resident Evil, Metal Gear, Ace Combat, Yakuza. We've been streaming a whole bunch of good shit lately, so come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed, leave a like on the YouTube side if you're over there. Helps out with algorithm and all that, so, you know. Also, on both sides, there's the VOD channel. If you're looking for the VOD archive ever, for any reason, you find it there. Chole VODs. The main channel on YouTube is not going to have VODs in the foreseeable future, so if you're the kind of person who's ever looking for them, that's where they are. If you're looking for ways to engage with the community outside of Twitch,
stick my finger in there. This flat.
Thank you, False. If you're looking for ways to engage with the community outside of YouTube or Twitch, check out things in the description on YouTube or on the channel page / chat commands on Twitch. Things like Twitter, Discord server, anything like that, you'll find it. Other than that, though, thanks again for watching. Thank you again, Alarod, for the super chat. Sorry, I was fucking snail up. I was distracted, but thank you. I hope to see all of you guys back here next time. I hope you all have the rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.